This is Corporal Tim Thornton, host of the Military Exchange Military Talk Show. Our sponsor is Iron Mike's Military Exchange in Canandaigua, New York. The Military Exchange is now both radio and video. Military is our life. We live it, breathe it. The Military Talk Show brings you current events and topics of veteran interest, war stories and interviews with guest and veteran groups. Do you remember that camaraderie we all experienced while serving our country? We laugh, mourn our loss, marvel at the heroism, and ponder life's meaning here at the Military Exchange Talk Show. Join the Combat Radio Network. Present your group or non-for-profit cause to fellow Americans. Set up an appointment to join us at the studio and be part of the show. A weekly broadcast and live performance by the casting crew of the Military Exchange. You can view our weekly episodes on the front page of my website, IronMikesMX.com, or visit themilitaryexchange.com. The Military Exchange Military Talk Show. Clerico, can I get a drink? Sumatra, pull down the shades. Duro, lock the door. We're gonna party. Can you hear me? How long I've been up? Welcome, enlisted and officers, WMs and Devil Dogs. I'm Corporal Tim Thornton, your host for tonight. This is the DD-214 and Laurel. Welcome to the Military Exchange Talk Show, and I'm your host, Corporal Tim Thornton, and we are in the middle of Rocco's Corner. And if I could draw your attention to the new DD-214 and Laurel Cigar Lounge. This is the new cigar shop and background to Corporal Thornton's Cigar and Smoke Shop. And I am here with the man himself, the plantation owner, the importer, the exporter, Rocco.
And yes, here we are, Brother Corporal Tim. And we have with us
a friend.
Another one of my daughters, another adopted daughter. But this daughter is ushering like Ursula did with the cannonball, and Denise with the candy cane, the
Fireball Candy Apple.
Fireball Candy Apple, girl.
Yep.
And tell everyone a little bit about what makes this new line unique, other than you, my girl.
Well, it's a lot smoother. It's very smooth, very comforting. Like you have a rough day and you sit down and you want a cigar, I would suggest the Fireball Candy Apple. It's very smooth and relaxing. It's got pineapple, green apple, and black cherry in it, and Fireball in it.
So
yes.
Is it hot? Is it spicy?
It is hot and
Yes.
spicy, just like Kayla is. Right, Kayla?
Yes, sir.
Yes. She is now adding to Ursula's cannonball, which was basically canela, cinnamon, a little bit of pineapple, green apple, a black cherry. And we got the look going with a black cherry. Now, Denise, when she introduced the original candy cane, we wound up using a cigarillo. My daughter Ursula's Florimones Gavierro cannonball, okay, preceded what we are having here. And this, again, is a Florimones in almost like a candela wrap. If you can take a look at the nature of this Gavierro, it has sort of like that hint of a yellow-green, but still not true candela. What we have is, as Kayla mentioned, pineapple, sweetness, green apple, tart,
Yep, the tart.
and a black cherry floating on top of a Fireball Canela cinnamon.
Mm-hmm.
What do you say, brother? How do you like the aroma?
Let me smell. Now this is
the Fireball, as opposed to the Cannonball, as opposed to the Candy Apple.
you're not going to believe this at home, but it actually, just the wrapper alone, smells like a Fireball.
Mm-hmm.
Now the inside, hold that for me.
Oh, by all means, please draw. We have more than enough. We just created this line, so we have an ample supply in Waterloo, and we will have this supplied here too in Canandaigua at Corporal Tim Thornton's Smoke Shop. Warrior Nation, make your way here. Tim, tell us more.
Well, I can smell, but all I can smell is Fireball. Am I gonna need a glass of milk with this? Smoke it, maybe some bread.
No,
No?
we're definitely going to need a little Goldschlager with this. Now, if you draw on this, you appreciate the flavor. And now the pineapple sweetness, green apple tartness comes
Is it
through.
tart? You taste it?
Yes, you
Yes.
do. And the black cherry
I can taste
mixes with the cinnamon aroma. So it's quite a combination. It truly is.
You can taste the green apple.
You can, can't you? It's got a
Yeah.
little tart, sort of like feeling in the back of your tongue, and the pineapple sweetness at the tip of your tongue. We go
Yeah.
from the tip to the back to the front. 4 ways, brother.
Well,
We are enjoying one white ash,
and
a dopamine
Dopamine
release, and a serotonin world. And Warrior Nation, celebrate with our family, my family, your family, Flag Day, June 14th. Let's do it. We had a great Memorial Day celebration in Waterloo. We were everywhere, all over the downtown area of the birthplace, which was May 6th, 1867, 68, somewhere around there, that it was the birthplace
okay.
of Memorial Day. And we had 3 locations going. We were rocking, weren't we?
Yeah.
You were out there purveying with the Warrior Guard.
Patriot Guard?
The Patriot Guard. Yeah, Kayla was out there and everybody was smoking a cigar, relaxing, enjoying the festivities in honor of those that served.
Yeah.
So this coming Flag Day, we have something new here at Warrior Nation, Corporal Tim Thornton, Cigars, Canandaigua, Waterloo, D'Angelo Boutique, and Kayla, tell us a little bit about what you anticipate coming in the future with everything.
A lot of good cigars.
Yes, a lot of great cigars.
You know what I
Yes.
gotta say? We're already sold out of the butterscotch. We're already sold
Really?
out of the cocoa. I know you brought a supply tonight.
Yes, I did.
But all the flavors, if I could draw the attention of the camera onto our board, and then down here,
Oh my God, that is outstanding, Tim.
as you can see, butterscotch, gone.
Wow.
Cocoa,
Gone.
It already left today, so we didn't have time to even write sold out yet.
Yeah.
Gone. But we're having a great time. A lot of people, a lot of their wives, a lot of guys are coming in. And, the guys get the good cigar like this. What am I holding?
Now, right now, you have a Tatone Gino 48 by 6. Toro, the bull.
Now, I got some guys that like the flavored cigars already.
Yeah.
But I still say, what's nice is if you want to enjoy a smoke with a wife
Yes.
or a girlfriend, whatever, or your mistress, then you would get a flavored cigar.
Yeah, and we cure our tobacco so it goes beyond just a flavor. It is an actual thermidoric concept where the cure takes place in our thermidor, patented, so that we have an essence of what we create, whether it's with our beer cure, pumpkin spice, or with our beer cure, sangria, with our wine cure, with our amaretto, black cherry, all of that we do with a special technique that we have mastered, patented, and created for the purveying of our nation, our Warrior Nation, to enjoy. So please stop by. Come down to Waterloo. I can explain things a lot more, a lot better than just what we do here on the air in person. We'd love to see you there. Corporal Thornton's got this beautiful new look. You got to come out here, visit Tim. Tim's going to show you what he's got and all my flavors and styles. And Kayla, she'll be perhaps maybe at both places. Okay? You never know.
Right? Never know. As a special treat at home, I'm going to perform my magic. Kayla?
And there we go.
There you go.
Warrior Nation, we have a black cherry bombshell
In Kayla.
fireball. Kayla, her new line, our new line, another daughter that ushers in a winning combination. What do you say, honey?
I just hope I don't give the guys at home a heart attack.
Oh! Oh my, that's my daughter talking. She is like right on. Yes, thank you, honey, for joining us
No
and
problem. Just don't use
working as hard as you do, creating everything that you do with me.
Actually,
Wonderful.
God created this.
Yes, that's true. That's true. And Beauty before the Beast.
Pretty much.
Yes, that's right.
Okay. Thanks.
Ciao.
Bye.
Yeah.
Ciao.
Ciao. All right, go ahead.
This is Corporal Tim Thornton, and I'd like to introduce you to our talent tonight, Miss Rihanna Chambers, on vocals and guitar, doing 2 a.m. by
Anna Nalick.
Anna Nalick. Thank you. Rihanna Chambers.
you hear the phrase, boots on the ground, that phrase means our men and women that are in the American Armed Forces. And that means they're ready to fight. They wear the very best gear America has to offer. I'm talking the very best in leather, Gore-Tex, Thinsulate, 3-layer Vibram soles, Nomex, side zippers, and stitching. Quality that the civilian market can't even come close to offering. When you say quality, you want U.S. government issue. Iron Mike's is the leading distributor for military government contractors. They offer jump boots, Mickey boots, jungle boots, SWAT boots, sniper boots, steel toe, Navy deck boots, and Marine Corps and Army desert boots. Corafram low quarter shoes, mucklucks, extreme cold weather, and lightweight tactical boots in 6, 8, and 10 inches. Iron Mike's takes trade-ins of all your old military boots. Iron Mike's is located at 2485 State Route 332 in Canandaigua. Check us out online at ironmikes.co.
Welcome to the Military Exchange Talk Show, and I'm your host, Corporal Tim Thorne, and I'm here with my co-host, Rihanna Chambers. Military news. U.S. generals defend air war against Islamic militants in Iraq and Syria. Carter, U.S. to provide weapons, aircraft, commandos for NATO. Charleston statue honoring Confederate soldiers vandalized. Carter, NATO must stand together against Russia aggression. Notifications going out to federal employees affected by data breach. Taliban offered 24-hour defection hotline to Afghan government personnel. MCPON BAH change for dual military couples could cause troubles. Report. Pentagon reprimands Army general after 3-year investigation. Taliban. Suicide bomber gunmen attack Afghan parliament. U.S. Navy missions pile up. So does jet maintenance. Military life. Helicopter battalion moves from Fort Carson to Lewis McChord. National Guardsman surprises his 6 children at rodeo. Senate kills privatized commissaries plan. What are the rules for PCSing with guns? Coast Guard cutter Healy heads out on Arctic expedition. Kessler's main gate has security flaw, officials say. Getting fit on a budget. House backs biggest military pay raise in 5 years. 15 phrases civilians stole from the U.S. military. Military news by the branch. Army news. Helicopter battalion moves from Fort Carson to Lewis McChord. National Guardsman surprises his 6 children at rodeo. Air show a homecoming for Golden Knights parachutist. Navy news. As Navy missions pile up, so does jet maintenance. Navy's Blue Angels dazzle crowd. U.S. Theodore Roosevelt recovers man overboard. Air Force news. Kessler's main gate has security flaw. Retired Lieutenant General, joint use of Robins Air Force Base runway could bring jobs. Thunderbirds return to Dayton after 4 years. Marine Corps news. Former platoon sergeant hand cycles to gold. Rangers, SEALs, now Raiders. Marines resurrect historic name. Marine convicted of murder in 2006, killing of Iraqi man. Coast Guard news. Coast Guard cutter Healy heads out on Arctic expedition. Oil seep on Bolivar coast brings emergency response. Coast Guard repatriates 32 Cuban migrants. That's your military news and more. For more news and to follow up any of these tidbits of information, go to military.com or themilitaryexchange.com. And it's all sponsored by the Military Exchange in Canandaigua, New York, by Corporal Tim Thornton. Introducing now in the corner of Case's Mini Storage Plaza, wearing camouflage boxers and smoking a cigar, hailing from Canandaigua, New York, Corporal Tim Thornton's the all-new The Military Exchange. The Military Exchange is proud to present over 5,000 feet of pure 100% military. The Military Exchange is your source for all your military needs and proudly supports active reserve and former military, VFWs, Legions, and Leagues, Boy Scouts, Sea Cadets, Civil Air Patrol, and your family. Presenting cigars fresh from our plantation of the Dominica, collectibles, t-shirts, hoodies, and ball caps, rank and insignia uniforms for parade, security, and law enforcement, camouflage clothing, outerwear, wool pants, parkas, and field jackets, camping backpacks, tents, and sleep systems, vintage clothing and gear, Class A's, past and present, tactical and survival gear, antiques and airsoft, brand new and pre-enjoyed military camouflage and boots. Check out our military talk show at IronMikesMX.com. 5,000 feet of pure 100% military in Canandaigua, New York. Welcome back to the Military Exchange, and I'm Corporal Tim Thornton, and I'm here with my co-host, Rihanna Chambers. Rihanna, have you ever heard some of the camping comments that were left on the U.S. Forest Service registration sheets?
No.
It's hard to say. Registration sheets. A small deer came into my camp and stole my bag of pickles. Is there a way I can get reimbursed? Please call back. Escalators would help on steep uphill sections. Instead of a permit system or regulations, the Forest Service needs to reduce worldwide population growth to limit the number of visitors to wilderness. That's got to be quite the granola eater, wouldn't you think?
Well, are they camping or are they glamping? You know, when they have like one of those big SUV, RV. I don't know. I don't camp.
Well, then again, they're calling for the reduction of the human population, so the rest of us could. I don't know what side of the fence these people are on. They're Nazis. Trails need to be wider so people can walk while holding hands. Nothing?
It's a hike, not a...
Ban walking sticks in wilderness. Hikers that use walking sticks are more likely to chase animals.
What?
Yeah, that's what I do with my stick. All the mile markers are missing this year. Found a smoldering cigarette left by a horse. So...
Is a horse a name for a person like a pig is a cop?
No, I think a horse is a horse, of course. Unless you're a horse, they Mr. Ed.
Oh.
You know who Mr. Ed is?
No.
Really?
No.
You never heard of Mr. Ed?
No.
He was the only talking horse.
Oh, okay.
I mean, on TV. Really never heard of Mr. Ed?
I'm 20 years old. I was born in 1994.
Really?
Yeah.
Holy crap, how am I the old guy now? Too many bugs and leeches and spiders and spider webs. Please spray the wilderness to rid the area of pests.
Where did they find these people?
Please pave the trails so they can be plowed of snow in the winter. Wow. Chairlifts need to be in some places so that we can get to wonderful views without having to hike to them. You know the sad thing is, I don't think these are even fat people making these comments.
Just lazy people.
The coyotes made too much noise last night and kept me awake. Please eradicate these annoying animals. And another animal Nazi. Reflectors need to be placed on trees every 50 feet so people can hike at night with flashlights.
You can hike at night with flashlights without reflectors.
Need more signs to keep area pristine. That would be Hollywood and Vine, right? Downtown Broadway with all the signs, that's what you want. A McDonald's would be nice at the trailhead. Why not a Starbucks then?
Well, let's just put them all here.
The places where trails do not exist are not well marked.
I don't think they read that before they handed it in.
And there's too many rocks in the mountain. It does. It just makes you wonder. Now, here's one that I like. Here's a little story for you. Sherlock Holmes and Dr. Watson went on a camping trip after a good meal. They lay down for the night and went to sleep. Some hours later, Holmes woke and nudged his faithful friend. Holmes said, "Watson, look up and tell me what you see." Watson said, "I see a fantastic panorama of countless stars." Holmes. What does that tell you? Watson pondered for a moment. Astronomically, it tells me there are millions of galaxies and potentially billions of planets. Astrologically, I observe that Saturn is in Leo. Horologically, I deduce that the time is approximately 3:15. Theologically, I can see that God is all-powerful and that we are small and insignificant. Meteorologically, I suggest that we will have a beautiful day tomorrow. Why? What does that tell you, Holmes? Holmes was silent for a moment, then spoke. Someone has stolen our tent. I like that. That was good. Some camping tips. It is camping season. We are just now past Father's Day, the first full day, longest day of the year, summer. When using a public campground, a tuba placed on your picnic table will keep the campsites on either side vacant. I can believe that.
Yeah.
And I have blown a horn at camp. You know what it does at our camp?
What?
All the beer drinkers come running. Apparently, I bought one at the Flea, took it home, or to the camp, started playing it. I started, blowing on the horn. What was there? 15 golf carts, people walking showed up? Because down there, that's a sign of free beer.
Huh.
And most of them were my wife's relatives. It's true. Let's see. Old socks can be made into high-fiber beef jerky by smoking them over an open fire. Ew. That's not good. When smoking a fish, never inhale. A hot rock placed in your sleeping bag will keep your feet warm. A hot enchilada works almost as well, but the cheese sticks between your toes.
Ew.
The best backpacks are named for national parks or mountain ranges. Steer clear of those named for landfills. Acupuncture was invented by a camper who found a porcupine in his sleeping bag. While the Swiss Army knife has been popular for years, the Swiss Navy knife has remained largely unheard of. Its single blade functions as a tiny canoe paddle. Effectively, January 1st, 1997, you will actually have to enlist in the Swiss Army to get a Swiss Army knife. Lint from your navel makes a handy fire starter. Warning, remove lint from navel before applying the match. Why does that not surprise me?
Where did this website come from?
I'm not sure. I typed in camping tips.
Mm-hmm.
You'll never be lost if you remember that moss always grows on the north side of your compass. That's not true. It's the north side of a tree.
I think it's mold in your compass.
It might be mold in your compass, but that's really bad. You'll never be lost. I read that. You can duplicate the warmth of a down-filled bedroll by climbing into a plastic garbage bag with several geese. Yeah, I wouldn't want the pecking for the pecker on that one. That's not safe. When camping, always wear a long-sleeve shirt. It gives you something to wipe your nose on.
That's a general life tip.
That's why I have to tell you, most things come from the military. Do you know why? You know what a Navy blazer is?
No.
The blue jacket that you see in the older movies where the guy would go out to dinner and he had the gold buttons.
Oh, yeah.
Well, they have the gold buttons on the sleeve,
Mm-hmm.
the metal ones.
Mm-hmm.
That came from Napoleon Bonaparte. He put buttons on the sleeves of his men's uniforms so they would stop wiping the snot on their sleeves. That's where the Navy blazer came from.
How does that stop them, though?
Because you go like this, and you rub heavy metal buttons across your nose, you wouldn't do it.
Why wouldn't you just rotate the sleeve? Is the Navy that unintelligent?
I thought about that too, but it's a good story, so I went with it.
Yeah, it works.
I mean, that's what they say. Let's see. You can compress the diameter of your rolled up sleeping bag by running over it with your car.
It's not untrue.
No, but a $12 compression sack would do the same job. Take this simple test to see if you qualify for solo camping. Shine a flashlight into one ear. If the beam shines out the other ear, Do not go into the woods alone.
Instead, write an article about camping. Sorry.
It's good one. Yeah, there you go. A 2-man pup tent does not include 2 men or a pup. A potato baked in the coals for 1 hour makes an excellent side dish. A potato baked in the coals for 3 hours makes an excellent hockey puck. You can start a fire without matches by eating Mexican food, then breathing on a pile of dry sticks. Now, I thought he was going to go for the fart thing.
Yeah, me too.
In emergency situations, you can survive in the wilderness by shooting small game with a slingshot made from the elastic waistband of your underwear.
I have no aim nor elastic waistband in my underwear. What do I do now?
How do you not have elastic on your underwear?
I don't know. I just don't. There's lace there. I wear ladies' underwear.
I guess you're going to go hungry. The sight of a bald eagle has thrilled campers for generations. The sight of a bald man, however, does absolutely nothing for the eagle. So your dad would appreciate that joke.
No.
Check the washing instructions before purchasing any apparel to be worn camping. Buy only those that read "beat on a rock in stream."
I could see that in a hipster, like, American Outfitters store. I could see them putting that on a tag.
Yeah. Do you think they do it? Like they actually clean their clothes in the creek?
Probably, with their cup of Starbucks in one hand and then shirt in the other.
I had a friend who was an avid outdoorsman, and I was camping by a creek. It was pretty deep. He gets one shot. He looks, he sees the stream. He goes, man, that's great. Starts shedding his clothes and jumps in the creek. He goes, you could take a bath right here. Jumped right in. Got between the low parts of the rocks, just a little bit underneath the culvert that goes under the road. He was happy. I was like, well, or I could go in the house, when I'm done camping. It's entirely possible to spend your whole vacation on a winding mountain road behind a large motor home. Bear bells provide an element of safety for hikers in grizzly country. The tricky part is getting them on the bears. Sure. You heard about the 560-pound bear that we have out here?
It's still alive out here?
They released it back in the wild.
Out here.
Steuben in Wayne County.
Oh, that sounds safe.
A great deal of hostility can be released by using newspaper photos of politicians for toilet paper. In an emergency, a drawstring from a parka hood can be used to strangle a snoring tent mate. That's good. I used to do the Boy Scout thing. Mm-hmm. I was the assistant scoutmaster. Kenny was the scoutmaster.
Okay.
Apparently, we both snore. We both went camping. We both fell asleep in our tent. The leaders sleep together. Mm-hmm. And he wakes up the next morning. He goes, well, I'm going to have to probably take my own tent and camp down here, down on the trail. And I go, really? Because I think you should. I'll camp down here. And then so that night, we both separated. And he goes, are you sleeping? Through the dark. I go, well, I can still hear you. So I moved further away. Uh-huh. As it turns out, he was just as afraid of me snoring as I was of him snoring. And we both looked at each other and said, well, you snore. Mm-hmm. And he goes, I snore. You snore. And I go, oh, no, you. So then we tried to sleep, and it was a race the rest of the weekend to see who fell asleep first before the other guy would start snoring. Mm. He was crazy loud. But I'm thinking he thinks I'm just as loud as him.
Probably. My uncle, when he passes out at night, he snores so loud it does the window shaking in my house. I have a Ryan home. It's 6 years old, and the windows shake when he snores. Yeah. We think there's a lumberjack in the house. Nope, it's just our uncle.
Man. He needs, you know what a CPAP machine is?
No.
That's what he needs. He's probably waking up while he's sleeping.
Probably.
Because now that I have the CPAP, I don't snore. Not really. I do, right? I mean, when I don't have it on. I don't know. I used to wake up with my throat being sore. Yeah. So those are our camping tips. We got more, but they're all over the place. We'll post this list to the website or the Facebook page, and you can check them out at your leisure. Great. Thanks, Rihanna.
Thanks.
Old Glory, Stars and Stripes, Red, White, and Blue, the A flag, the American flag, the flag that is flown above every rooftop to guide on, battleships, camps, forts, and FOBs. The American flag bears the crimson color of blood that has kept our flag as pure as the white bars that flank the blue field of honor. The Military Exchange is proud to present Valley Forge American-made flags. 100% American-made, real issue. We sell flags by the military branch, unit, or division. Army, Air Force, Navy, Coast Guard, National Guard, Marine Corps. We sell flag poles, mounts, and display cases. Show your pride. Display your branch proudly with a flag from Valley Forge. The Gadsden, Don't Tread on Me flag and decals. Perfect for the conservative New Yorker. Join the military culture that is the Military Exchange. Located in Canandaigua, New York. Check out our weekly video broadcast of our radio show at ironmikesmx.com. Welcome to our show tonight. I'm Corporal Tim Thornton, and I'm your host. And tonight our talent is Rihanna Chambers. And she's going to sing, what is it again?
Slide by the Goo Goo Dolls.
Slide by the Goo Goo Dolls. She's making these names up, I'm
Not
sure.
making
I'm old.
them up.
Rihanna Chambers, folks.
Songs.
Oop, let me just walk off stage. I'm sure that was wrong.
That's right, I can crop it.
Wake up where you are. I won't say anything at all, so why don't you slide? Don't you love the laugh you? Creases on the phone, your father hit the wall. Mighty sold you. I don't suppose I'll ever know what it means to be a man. Ha! Something I can't change. I live around you. I wanna wake up where you are. I won't say anything at all, so why don't you slide? wake up where you are. And I'll do anything you ever dreamed to be complete. This is nothing more. Don't you stop between the sheets of all those beds you never knew. Just slide up to my room, just slide into my room and run away, run away,
Good morning, Mr. and Mrs. America. This is Corporal Tim Thornton from the Military Exchange Talk Show. Did you wake up today and say, I'm not living in the America that I grew up in? A 3% tax on tea eventually led to the American Revolution. Now you pay up to 70% of your earnings to a de facto corporate government. You are groped at the airport, surveilled on the street, spied upon in your own home, fed propaganda by the media, lied to by your representatives. Have your rights eroded, your currency devalued, and are we on the verge of an overt police state? Is this a WTF moment, and you're asking yourself, what happened to the home of the brave and the land of the free? Well, at the Military Exchange Talk Show, we address these issues and more. Current events, military topics, veteran right issues, and WTF moments.